Hi, everybody. Reese Davis with you, bringing you the EA Sports NCAA Football 14 pregame show presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites. The Mountaineers have been mired in this deep funk, and sometimes when things start going wrong, the harder you work, the worse it gets. At least it seems that way. They have to find a way to relax, play to their capabilities, and try to find something that can give them a little bit of confidence. That's going to do it for us. Thanks for checking out the pregame show. NCAA college football action coming right at you. Brad and Kirk on the call. David and I are back at halftime.
If you take Highway 231 until it meets 29, you'll find yourself in the small town of Troy, Alabama, the site for today's game. Before we head down to the field for the coin toss, we'd like to remind you this game is brought to you by Coke Zero. Real Coke taste, 0 calories. Enjoy everything. We're ready to get this one underway as the teams are lined up for the opening kick. He sends this one deep. He's to the 10. Oh, man, he took him down hard. Seniors probably think it seems like yesterday they took the field for the first time. Today, they take the field for the last time. Now the offense gets ready to take their first crack at it. He heaves it deep. It's broken up. Troy's got a guy that statistically is leading the conference right now, and he has got the attention of everybody in the country, including the coordinators. So it's 2nd and 10. Ball on their own 16. Passes it to the middle of the field. That's a great tackle at the 23.
Nothing flashy at all, but now that first down marker is a lot closer.
Complete, and he's out of bounds.
Nice throw to hit the out route against man coverage for a first down.
From their own 34-yard line. First down. They'll bring him down right around the 42-yard line. What a play.
Boy, solid job there by the quarterback, recognizing the defensive coverage and delivering the ball to the open receiver.
From the 42-yard line. It's first down. Slings it out there incomplete.
Great job by the defense at getting after that quarterback. And right now, I think they've got him with some happy feet. He appears to be a bit rattled.
It's 2nd and 10. Ball on the 42-yard line.
intended receiver on the play. That brings up 3rd and 10.
And so it's another 3rd down upcoming here. 5 guys will be out in the pattern as they're in the shotgun. He's scrambling. He's under some heat. And he tackles him hard at the 33-yard line. That was a good pass and catch there, but still not enough for the 1st down.
That's not an easy conversion here on 3rd down for the offense. All the defense has to do is stay back, keep everything in front of them, come up and make a tackle.
Got to be careful of a pass play with this defense. He's at the 20. Tackle made around the 17-yard line. It's the 9th play of the drive. And it's going the other way. Good job to pick that ball off.
He did a great job at getting in that passing lane and coming away with the ball.
First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 17. He's tackled at the 27.
He got the ball, and he was off like a shot. This guy has some big-time speed.
Gets to around the 42.
That's a gain of 15 on the play. 1st down.
Check, tight right, tight right, tight right. Pull up there, check the outside there. Go down, go down. New Mike 52, Mike 52. Here we go. Yes, yes, yes.
And he just gets rid of it. From their own 42-yard line, it's 2nd down. Screen pass. He's got his halfback. They'll bring him down for a loss on the play. That'll be a 2-yard loss.
Not much going on there. Those kind of plays will not work against this defense. You can be sure of that.
Down, and they need to get it inside the 48. Gets it. He's in space. And he's taken down at about the 33-yard line.
That makes it 1st and 10.
Trying to set up a little screen, gets it to his tailback.
McCoy makes the tackle at the 31-yard line. That makes it 2nd and 8.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Yes, yes. Easy.
Tackle at the 19-yard line.
Gain of 12 yards. 1st down.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52 is Mike. Easy. Watch the ship.
Dunbar sets up the play action. He's out of bounds around the 16-yard line.
That's a gain of 3 on the That makes it 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
Pitches back. And down he goes at about the 15-yard line.
Gain of 1 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 6.
Check that. We're on Mike 52 right here. Watch the screen. Pass.
He throws. Finds his receiver. Touchdown. He splits the uprights with the extra point. So a 10-play, 83-yard drive, and they add 7 points to the scoreboard.
Brad, I thought that was a textbook drive. I thought they did a really good job of showing balance, mixing the play calling with the run and the pass. Just an overall well-executed touchdown drive.
So the score now, 7-0. He's to the 10. And he's taken down at the 19. You never like to have to play from behind, but a deficit this manageable shouldn't be in the front of their minds. They just need to go out there and play. He airs it out.
You know, when you feel pressure like that, the worst thing you want to do is just to throw the ball into coverage. He got away with one right there. He's very fortunate. Next time, he should just throw it away out of bounds.
From their own 19-yard line. 2nd down.
Mike 55.
Throwing left. The defense got some pressure and forced a bad pass.
I think they've been a little bit more aggressive here with their pass rush, and that time it paid off with an incompletion.
We've got 3rd and 10. Ball on their own 19. They spread the field in the gun with 5 wide receivers.
This guy's got the combination of smarts and reliability that makes a receiver really dangerous. No wonder he's looked to on 3rd down.
They come out in an empty backfield.
Well, the defense has to be very frustrated there. They did everything. They got to the quarterback. In fact, it looked like they had a chance to bring him down for the sack. Somehow, he's able to throw the ball away.
2nd down and 10 to go. Ball on the 29. He wants it all. And he hauls that one in. To the 10. Touchdown, Troy. For Freeman, he snares his 10th catch for a touchdown this year.
I can see now why this quarterback calls him his favorite target. Whenever this guy's near the end zone, he gets him the ball.
Will be tied with the extra point. And he tacks on the extra point. Everyone's all lined up and ready for the kickoff. And he got all of this one. Great kick. And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback.
I think this defense right now needs somebody to try to lift up their spirits. They seem to really be just out there kind of going through the motions. And I think the last time they were out there when they gave up such a long drive has had an impact and an effect negatively on the psyche of this defense. If you can consistently run effectively like this, it'll force the defense to pay more attention to the run, and that creates chances in the play-action passing game.
Hands off up the middle and stuffed.
No good on the play. That makes it 2nd and 10.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Here's the pitch, and now he's got the corner. And they finally tackle him at the 32. Oh, and what a run that was.
And here on the pitch out to the tailback, they were able to capitalize with the defense on their heels.
He's at the 20. He can run. Knocked out of bounds at the 10.
That's good for a gain of 22 yards. That makes it 1st and goal.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Looks like he flinched down there on the line.
False start, offense.
That penalty will move him back a bit.
Yeah, and with so many young guys out there, it's bound to happen occasionally.
It's 1st down, and they'll be looking for 6 points here. And they get him in the backfield for a loss.
That brings it 2nd and goal.
And he makes it out to about the 14-yard line. Norwood gains about 2 yards on the run.
That makes it 3rd and goal.
Throwing right. Incomplete.
Oh, my gosh. How did he drop that? The offense has a new life and a new outlook on this game after that dropped interception.
They'll line it up for the field goal. This will make it a field goal game. Kicks away, and he got it. Miller gets set to kick this one away. Nice kick, plenty of distance. He's to the 10. Brought down at the 16-yard line.
The quarterback did a really good job in the last drive of finding his receivers in space, and I bet he'll be looking to do the same thing again.
1st down grab. And he's tackled at the 28-yard line. We've got a 1st and 10. Ball on the 28-yard line.
Good job here by the defense. If you let this quarterback set and throw, he'll kill you all game. But they got excellent pressure on that play.
Second down, 10 to go. Ball on the 28.
Mike 55.
the stop at the 37.
What impresses me so much is the guy's vision. He read the coverage perfectly to find his man for good yardage.
He's taken down right around the 40. From their own 40-yard line. First down. He's at the 40. Slings it. Brought down at about the 35. First and 10. Ball on the 35. We played one. The Mountaineers lead 10-7. And we're back for more action here in quarter number 2. Caught out in the open.
You can tell he's got a lot of faith in his wide receivers. Even when he's a little bit off target, they can pull it in and make something happen.
So it's second down and about 2 yards to go.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Gets it out to his receiver in a hurry. They'll bring him down around the 21-yard line.
That'll move the chains for another Troy. First down.
And this play is number 8 on the drive.
Surprising to me that the secondary was in such good position. I thought the play call had him fooled at first, but a nice play by the D.
And this is the 9th play of the current drive. He makes it to the 18-yard line.
Gain of 3 on the play. That makes it 3rd and 7.
And they'll look to convert here on another 3rd down. This offense has really stalled on their last 2 trips to the red zone. He's on the run. And they push him out around the 15-yard line. Kicks up, and it's good. Harris, ready to kick. Sends it sailing downfield. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. This is the point in the game where you don't want to make any mistakes that give the other guys a reason to feel more confident going into halftime. throws it in a hurry.
Call it a gain of 3 yards. That'll make it 2nd and 7.
Man left, man left. 4 down, 4 down. Mike 52, Mike 52. Easy, 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 easy. Over, watch the slam.
He's tackled around the 26-yard line. Now it's 3rd and 9 coming up. All on their own 26. And he's hit before he could go anywhere.
Gain of 10 on the play. 1st down.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Doubles. Check 4, check 4. I'm on. Easy, 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 easy.
And he's shoved out of bounds right around the 48-yard line. Excellent play as the quarterback found his receiver for a big gain.
Well, give credit here to the receiver for finding that seam and coming up with a nice gain for the offense.
And he is drilled at the 46.
Nothing doing that time. Defender stayed home. The blocking wasn't there, and down he went.
2nd down and 12. Ball on the 46-yard line.
Guys, pick it up. Mike 52.
5 guys will be out in the pattern as they're in the shotgun. Fires to his receiver. 1st down. Catches it. Tackle made right around the 26-yard line.
Dukes on the tackle at the 26-yard line. 1st down.
They'll spread the field with 5 wide. Receivers got it on the screen. And he's taken down at about the 21.
Gain of 5 yards. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Where's 52? Watch 52. Check 99. Check 99. Check 3. Check 3.
Tackled for a loss.
No gain. That'll make it 3rd and 5.
Check out. Check me out. Check me out. Hey, Mike 52.
They'll line up with 5 wide receivers. Makes the grab past the marker. Tackle at the 15-yard line.
Griffin makes the tackle at the 15-yard line. 1st down.
All day, just like that. Just like that. Shift.
Fires it out.
Smart with the catch. That's good for a gain of 10 yards. That makes it 1st and goal.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They come out in a 5 wide set. Brought down after a nice run up the middle.
That brings up 2nd and goal.
From the 1-yard line. 2nd down. Touchdown. And he converts the extra point. A 12-play, 77-yard drive, and they come away with a touchdown.
Brad, I thought the offense did a really nice job of mixing up the play calling on that drive. I thought the defense was on its heels most of the drive because of the versatility of the offense.
He's to the 20. Oh, he got nailed on that one. There hasn't been too much daylight between these two teams. In games like this, some players try to press too much, and that can cause mistakes. Going deep, lays it out there, and it's intercepted.
Washington gets the interception.
from their own 35-yard line. First down. And down he goes at the 32-yard line.
Boy, did you see how the defense just swarmed to the ball carrier? That was fantastic pursuit.
So it's 2nd and 13. Ball on their own 32. On the ground with the tailback. That's a great tackle at the 34.
That makes it 3rd and 11.
5 wide. Penalty markers down. They took too much time.
Delayed game, offense.
They'll give this one another try after the flag.
And on 3rd down, too. That's when you don't want those kind of things to happen.
The penalty digs them a big hole with 3rd and long. Quick out to his receiver. Brought down with only one man to beat.
Herring makes the tackle at the 39-yard line. That makes it 1st and 10.
And he throws it away. Second down and 10 to go. Ball on the 39-yard line. They come out on an empty backfield. And he's tackled around the 34-yard line. And Kirk, that was a nice grab there.
You know, it may be simple, but whenever you can gain solid yardage, you're doing something right.
The lineman got a little ahead of the snap count. Here's the call.
False start, offense.
They'll line up for another 3rd down play because of the penalty.
Well, here you're in a 3rd down situation, and then someone makes a mental mistake. It makes your blood boil if you're a coach.
And so it's another 3rd down upcoming here. Here they come. The Trojans taking their first time out of the half. Parks looking to get some distance on this one and give his team the field position advantage. Freeman's every week, I think, is going to get his numbers, and he's going to get his catches. I think the defense obviously knows that coming in, and they just hope they can shut everybody else out.
I think the defense has had a very good approach to what they wanted to do so far in defending this offense. You know that you have a big-time wide receiver. You know eventually he's going to get his touches and he's going to get his yards, and that's what we've seen. But the bottom line is not how many yards that this receiver gets, is how many points this offense puts up on the board. And up to this point, they've done a masterful job of giving up some numbers to the receiver and putting up very few points up on the board.
Under heavy pressure. Passes it, and it's picked out of the sky. And they make the stop at the 45. First down, 10 to go. Ball on the 45-yard line. The quarterback in the gun. Empty backfield. 5 wide receivers in the formation. He's at the 30. Caught. Enough for the first down. He's taken down at the 21-yard line.
I think he was going to go to his tight end the whole way, but the defense didn't expect it. Sometimes those big guys can fool defenders into thinking they're blocking.
Caught, and he's hit immediately. That play was going nowhere.
Yeah, give a lot of credit to the defense here, recognizing pass and swarming to the receiver.
From the 20-yard line, it's second down. Gets out to around the 12.
That'll make it 31.
He's got it. Touchdown. And he tacks on the extra point. Miller has the ball all teed up, and he's ready to kick this one off. Fielded at the 4. He's tackled at the 27-yard line. Their last drive ended with an interception. We're about to find out what the defense can do this time.
And I don't think this defense will lay down lightly. They're going to try to continue to rattle this guy.
Wants to go long and does. Interception. We've played a half. The Mountaineers lead 24-10. And we welcome you back to the action here, just about set for the second half. He really got a hold of that kick. And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback. And here we go with the offense ready to get things going again. Gives it off. He's got an opening. Inside the 30. The 10. He scores. What a play. Oh, my, what a run that was.
Oh, I'll tell you what, this kid is incredible. He's got the moves, the speed, the power. He's the total package.
He makes the PAT. Looks like they're ready for the kick. He's to the 20. Looking for the corner. Knocked out of bounds at the 42-yard line. There's got to be some sense of urgency to this offense right now. They don't have the luxury of wasting drives if they want to get back in the game. And they're going to put 6 DBs on the field to counter that 5-receiver look. Brought down at the 40-yard line.
You know, talking with the offensive coordinator this week, he told us that he has a lot of confidence in his quarterback to make good decisions. And when he feels like he has an opportunity to put the ball up, he knows the receivers that he can count on to be able to make big plays. That's another example of that. Receiver goes up into traffic and makes a big play for a first down.
Number 88 is the intended receiver on the way. That makes it 2nd and 10.
Second down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 40-yard line. Throws quick to the receiver, and it falls incomplete.
This quarterback needs to be careful not to use his arm strength to try to force things, because that's when mistakes happen.
In the shotgun and 5 wideouts. Strike to his receiver, no good. A little too much juice on that one.
And this quarterback sometimes gets a little bit too excited back there and tries to put too much on it. He's got to relax and just make a good throw.
It's 4th down, and the offense is getting set to go for it. This is kind of a surprising call right here by the coach. This is an obvious punting situation. Finds his man. First down. They'll bring him down at the 23.
He was able to just tip that one away, right out of the receiver's reach.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd and 10. Ball on the 23. And he's immediately tackled.
That makes it 1st and 10.
This is the 8th play of this drive. Give to the tailback, and he's met in the backfield.
Sometimes a play is not going to work for whatever reason. Doesn't mean you throw the play away. You just need to execute better next time.
From the 14-yard line. 2nd down. And they got him.
He has one job on passing situations. Get to the quarterback. And he did that job very, very well on that play.
And this is the 10th play of the drive. There are 5 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun. He heaves it to the end zone.
Robertson was the intended receiver on the way. That makes it 4th and long.
It's 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field. They'll try for 3 points. It's up, and it splits the uprights. Troy ready to kick this one off. Nice kick, plenty of distance. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback.
It's early in this game, so the defense can still have an opportunity to make some adjustments. But if things don't turn around in a hurry, it's really going to start to affect the psyche of that defensive line.
Pitch out, got the corner. He's tackled at the 37. The defender wanted a head start, and they certainly got him for it.
Defense.
You're always looking for ways to get your playmakers involved, whether it's handing it off or just throwing it to them.
First down.
From their own 37-yard line. First down. They'll spread the field with 5 wide. He heaves it deep. The defender had it and then dropped it.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
Schmidt gets the ball. He fights forward to about the 39. A 2-yard run by the halfback.
That'll bring up 3rd and
8. And it's the senior. Tackle made at the 46-yard line.
That's good for a gain of 15 yards. 1st down.
Check 83, ball's going to 83. Hey, defense, let's go.
And a nice catch there before he stepped out of bounds.
Gain of 16 yards. That makes it 1st and 10.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Hey, get on the weight room.
Fires out to his receiver. He's at the 20. And he's taken down right around the 14-yard line.
They blitzed the corner that time, and it created a hole in the coverage. But that's the risk you take when you leave a receiver to rush the passer.
Mike 52, Mike 52.
Under heavy pressure. Missed tackle. And a quick throw. And he hits him hard at the 8-yard line.
Nichols with the tackle at the 8-yard line. That'll make it 2nd and 4.
They're about 4 yards away here on 2nd down.
4 down. 198, 198. Let's go.
Now he pitches it. Good outside run there.
Well, that's another 1st down, Brad. That's the 5th 1st down on this drive. You know, this offense isn't hitting a lot of big plays, but they're very, very consistent with their execution. It's putting a lot of pressure right now on this defense.
Touchdown. And he adds the extra point. The Mountaineers had one of their key guys go down earlier, but it looks like he might be able to return. He kicks it off, and he got all of that one. He's to the 10. They'll bring him down at the 19-yard line. Not a whole lot's been working for them so far. They should just come out and play loose and easy because they've got nothing to lose. Quick throw out to the receiver, incomplete.
Robertson's the intended receiver on the play. That makes it 2nd and 10.
From their own 19-yard line, it's 2nd down.
Check the outs out there. 4 down.
Man, that was an impressive-looking play. When you can slice apart a defense like that, it puts a seed of doubt in their minds.
Throws it in a hurry. Tackle right around the 22-yard line. And they get away with one thrown into coverage.
Boy, the quarterback very fortunate there. But I'll tell you, watching him in practice this week, this is something that they felt pretty confident to have some success with.
To the end zone, intercepted.
Boy, it's just one of those days for this offense. Already getting blown out, now another interception. Can you imagine that walk over to the sideline for these guys?
From their own 20-yard line, It's first down. 5 guys will be out in the pattern as they're in the shotgun. Gets it out quickly, and down he goes, right around the 28-yard line.
That's a gain of 8 on the play. That makes it 2nd and 2.
They come out in a 5-wide set. Quick throw to the tight end. And he's tackled around the 41-yard line.
Heron makes the tackle at the 41-yard line. First down.
First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 41.
Squeeze, double. He's checking.
Defense coming and the ball comes out. And they fall on the loose ball. They nearly gave that ball away.
But luckily that guy was paying attention to what was going on and was able to recover the football.
They might have a big lead, but those guys on offense don't look like they're letting up at all.
The defense always likes to see a pass broken up, but getting the turnover would have been really big.
Third down now, and they need to get it inside the 49.
Here we go.
And they make the stop at the 47.
Griffin with the tackle at the 47-yard line. First down.
Give to the back and hit hard for a loss.
That'll bring up 2nd and 11.
Second down and 11 yards to the sticks. Ball on the 48-yard line. He's pushed out of bounds around the 40-yard line.
That makes it 3rd and 3.
And this is the 9th play of the current drive. That's a backward pass. It's picked up by the defense. And that's exactly what this defense was looking for.
Yeah, that fumble gives these guys some added life. Now let's see if they can capitalize off of it.
That was a backward pass and therefore a fumble, and the defense recovered. Offense comes back out looking to improve from their last effort.
I look for the offense to come out with the same game plan as before. You don't make changes after one play.
Even though they didn't sack him, the pressure was still enough to force a bad pass. If you can get in there and disrupt the pocket, then the quarterback is going to have a tougher time getting the ball to his playmakers.
From their own 42-yard line. Second down. Empty backfield. Quarterback in the gun. 5 wide receivers. The defense got some pressure and forced a bad pass.
I think they've been a little bit more aggressive here with their pass rush, and that time it paid off with an incompletion.
Throws complete. He's got room to work. He's taken down at about the 37-yard line.
Bryant brings him down at the 37-yard line. That's good enough for another try. First down.
Check. Disco Razor.
And he's tackled right away.
With the reception. Williams on the tackle at the 9-yard line. That'll move the chains for another try. First down.
Right there.
Here's the handoff, taken down for a loss.
Call a loss of 1 yard on the play. That brings up second and goal.
Second down, goal to go. Ball on the 10-yard line.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey,
Throws out and through his hands.
Freeman was the intended receiver on the play. That makes it third and goal.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Pull down, pull down. Hey, check. Disco Raver. Disco Raver.
Under pressure. Now he's going to run and watch out. Touchdown, Trojans. Great call by the offensive coordinator.
Big time play, taking that ball all the way in. Maybe the defense wasn't expecting a run.
And they're looking to get 2 points here.
Let's go, Captain. Let's go. We got this. We got this. Mike 55. Mike 55.
And it's caught for 2. Troy to kick. He really got a hold of that kick. And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback. The Trojans have simply rocked the college football world with an astounding effort in this one.
This is one of the biggest upsets I think we've seen all year. You know what's great? They didn't worry about any of the outside distractions. They just kind of locked into themselves and their coaches, getting ready for this football game, and it's really paid off for them.
Misfortune struck as their last drive ended in a fumble.
You don't change your philosophy after one play. They'll be out doing the same thing as before, just with better awareness.
Tackled after a decent pickup.
That's good for a gain of 4 yards. That makes it second and 6.
Watch the run. Watch the run. New Mike 52. Mike
Fourth
52.
quarter is here, and it's starting to look more and more like an upset is imminent. 38-21, Mountaineers. Back in this very pivotal fourth quarter.
Roger. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Switch.
Gets it out to his receiver in a hurry. Brought down at the 38.
That's a gain of 9 on the play. That makes it first and 10.
52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Watch Mike. I got you. I got you. Here we go. Check.
And he is drilled at the 35-yard line.
If this offense keeps running at this guy, they're going to have to rethink some of their play calling.
So it's second and 13. Ball on the 35.
Mike 52. Ready. Set. Get him.
That is a loss of 1 yard. That'll make it third and 13.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the Mike. Here we go. Check.
He's hit and taken down. Quick throw. Brown picks up around 5 yards with that catch. Parks to punt. He makes it out to maybe the 30-yard line. The Trojans have just not been able to get that offense rolling at all today.
I think they're confused. I think it starts up front with the offensive line. They're not having the typical game that you'd expect to see from them as far as communication. I think it's affected the rest of the offense.
They're ready to start another drive, hoping to duplicate the results of the last one, which ended in a touchdown.
It's a bad play overall by the offense. The quarterback's doing everything he can to be able to make the play work and try to execute. The problem is the offensive line did not do a good job protecting him. They're very fortunate that ball wasn't intercepted.
From their own 30-yard line, it's second down. They'll bring him down right around the 46-yard line. Flags are down, and this one might be on the offense.
Holding penalties can really kill momentum. But sometimes if you don't hold, your quarterback can take a pretty good shot.
A quarterback in the gun with 5 receivers. Wants to go long and does. He's got his receiver with nobody around him. Very clutch tackle there because this kid had some space. They'll line up with 5 wide receivers. Throws incomplete, intended for his wideouts.
That makes it second and 10.
Second and 10. Ball on the 31-yard line. Here they come, and here's a quick throw. Touchdown saving tackle, but it leaves them with a first and goal. Touchdown, Troy. And for Hines, he's got a real shot at surpassing the team's career rushing touchdown mark.
These fans know they've been lucky to have a guy like this on their ball club. He's one of the best they've ever had.
So the offense is going to go for 2. And they won't get the 2. A 5-play, 70-yard drive. But the failed 2-point conversion keeps it a 6-point score.
Brad, how about the guys up front? The offensive line giving the quarterback plenty of time to be able to read the defense and make the right throw.
Excellent kick. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. Both teams are well aware that a score on this drive is going to create an almost insurmountable lead. This defense has really got to step it up and make a stop. Find his receiver, and that's a first down. He's tackled at about the 47-yard line.
Herring on the tackle at the 47-yard line. First down.
He's out of bounds at the 46.
Gain of 7 yards. That'll bring up second and 3.
Take 4, take 4.
He throws left. He almost had it, but it's incomplete.
Boy, a golden opportunity missed by the defense. That was a sure interception, only to be dropped.
They need about 3 yards to get the first down here on third down. 5 wide.
Good job here by the defense. If you let this quarterback set and throw, he'll kill you all game. But they got excellent pressure on that play.
This punt goes over the goal line, and this will be a touchback. They punched it in for 6 on the last series. Can they do it again?
I love to watch a quarterback when he can really get into sync with his wide receivers. These guys have worked all week on their preparation to attack this defense, and right now it's really paying off.
Throws complete. He's got space to work. Tackle made right around the 30.
That'll make it 2nd and inches.
He airs it out. He hauls it in and gets out of bounds. So the big gain resulting from the pass play leaves us with a 1st and 10. Quarterback all by himself from the backfield with 5 wideouts. That's a great tackle at the 45-yard line.
That is a loss of 11 yards on the play. That'll make it 2nd and long.
They'll spread the field with 5 wide. He goes downtown. Knocked down. Incomplete.
Robertson was the intended receiver on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and long.
3rd down, and they need to get it to the 24. Slings it. And he's taken down at the 19-yard line. Tries to fit it in there, but it's picked off.
Williams makes the interception.
And that was just an outstanding pick.
Great play by the defender to high point the ball, but the quarterback wasn't in rhythm on the throw.
1st down, 10 to go. Ball on the 17. Tackle at about the 17-yard line.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
They come out in an empty backfield. A little counter, but he goes nowhere.
That was just smash-mouth, helmet-to-chin football by the defensive line there. They dominated the point of attack.
From their own 16-yard line. It's 3rd down. Just over 2 minutes in the game. Takes it up the middle for a nice run.
That'll make it 4th and 6.
Beard is back to receive. Beard fields it at the 38. And down he goes at the 37-yard line. Quarterback couldn't maintain possession on their last drive. Let's see what he does here.
The best way to move beyond a turnover is to score. And when you can start on the other team's half of the field, you're in really good shape to have a chance to do that.
Fires out to his receiver, and he's tackled at about the 7-yard line.
That makes it first and goal.
It's first down, and they'll be looking for 6 points here. The defense has got to be thinking, if they've already forced a red zone turnover, maybe they can do it again right here. Quick throw, caught, touchdown. Well, they're going to try for the 2-point conversion. Under a minute left in the game. They don't get it.
Doesn't sound like much to complete a pass for 3 yards, but being in front of the end zone with points on the line makes it a much tougher proposition.
Troy had just one hope left, and it all falls on this onside kick. Brought down at the 43-yard line.
Onside kick.
Here we are late in the fourth quarter in a very important and a very tight football game. And who's going to come to the forefront? We'll see who's got the most leadership. And down he goes around the 30-yard line.
That's good for a gain of 13 yards. That makes it first and 10.
We've got a first and 10. Ball on the 30. And it looks like they're going to bring some heat. Nice run there as they work the outside. 7-yard scamper on the keeper. Troy's going to take their first time out of the half.
Man left, man left. Watch the safety creep.
And they make the stop at the 8-yard line.
Not today.
Freeman's play today, I think, shows again why he is one of the best in the country. Sadly for him, they don't get the victory.
Boy, he puts on a huge performance and his team loses. I mean, hopefully he goes back and he talks to his teammates and tries to really help them get over this loss, because it's not about his own performance, it's about the team losing the game.
For EA Sports and Kirk Herbstreit, this is Brad Nessler saying thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.